can make it happen with the defensive front, that's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
Throwing right away on the game's first play. Now he takes off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Tempo.
The result is a first down.
Cougar 19. 60 by 21.
Now faking the give. This is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target.
Okay,
it's second down.
Let's go now. Ready.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. A dive, and he's in. Rico Dowdle for the score. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
It's safe. Go ahead.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Tungo Vailoa. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Tua now on third down. He's got his man. It's Hill. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
And the Dolphins, first down.
From the gun, here's Tua. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards on the
Set to
play.
go now on first and 10.
Dolphins, first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That'll be intercepted. And the visitors are going to take over here at their own 22.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are through one. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup there of 19 yards. And that will be a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. 11 yards on the pass there. That's enough for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Cougar 19.
A first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's out left and complete to Burden. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
The 17-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go. Coach, ready.
comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will get into the end zone. Has a touchdown.
I'll tell you what, this offense has come out, and they have completely dominated here in the early.
And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Very, very curious. He could have just lined up for two and gone for it. Instead, they try this and come up empty. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Ready. Ready, team.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Here's 2 and out on second down. And that one incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
Ready. Ready, team. What's it?
Eating the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run to the right. That one too far out in front to be brought in. And it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. And that will be a first down.
65.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. And he'll take it on in. Deebo Samuel for the touchdown. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Tyreek now to return it. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, man he was looking for there. And it'll bring up second down.
Ready. Ready, team.
Throwing is Tua. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Ready. Out.
This time they stay on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Brings up second and 10.
He'll try again here. Second and 10.
Ready.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. He'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll start at the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
You're right here. Ready.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Ready.
To throw is Tua. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it'll be third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Tua. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Get set. Hut.
They are going for it. It's Tagovailoa. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down. Gonna have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception.